Good morning, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Waking Up with Soop and Sugah. You guys are tuning into episode 56. I, of course, am your host, Soopkichen, and with me today on this beautiful Reset Tuesday, of course, my usual co-hosts, DJJ Gao. How's it going, buddy?
Hello. Good. How's it going?
Sexy. Looking good. Looking good. Everything's going swell, buddy. And here in the middle, guys, are you guys ready for this? Birthday girl extreme, Sugah Tits.
Hi, guys.
Hey.
Happy birthday, Shug.
Thank you, my love.
You're very welcome.
You're welcome. Oh, which love? My bad. I overstepped.
And of course, our special co-host today with us, Destiny community artist, Young Khan. How's it going, Khan?
How's it going, boss? Glad I could be here.
Dude, glad to have you here.
Thank you very much.
Yes, your work is epic. It looks fantastic. For those of you who don't know, Young Khan is an artist, and not the Taylor Swift kind. More like the more like the Jack Kirby kind. He does some amazing work, definitely with a pencil, but he also dabbles in the digital. Now, which do you prefer, Khan?
Actually, digital. It goes a lot faster, and my fat fingers don't mess up as much because I'm going back in the race easier.
Very nice. And Khan is not only known for his art, he's known for his godlike physique. He makes the rest of us look bad when he says, "I play Destiny."
Oh, jeez.
Oh, but yeah, he's
He's
always working out. Now, Khan, do you personal train, or is this just you and your hobby?
Oh, no, it's just my personal hobby. I go to the gym at 1 a.m. or 2 a.m., so there's nobody there to train to begin with. It's just me and, like, the 170-year-old guy on the bike, which is the way I like it. It's nice and quiet.
There you go. All right, guys, I'm gonna take this away. We're gonna dive into a little Crucible, but don't worry about your score. It doesn't really matter. So yeah, I've seen a lot of Khan's work around, and I started following him on Twitter. And he does a great line of, not only Destiny related art, but a whole bunch of other stuff. There was this really cool Luke Cage mashup that he did, where you're kind of taking bullets. That looked really cool.
That was probably the second piece of art I did on my laptop I got in October, so it came out really well, and I was like, I need to do a Luke Cage of myself. Cosplay as one day.
Yeah, definitely. I think you'd pull it off swell. So I gotta ask you, man, how'd you get into Destiny?
Wow. Jeez. So I got an Xbox One, and I had one game. I had 2 games on it, and I had Watch Dogs, and I had Dead Rising 3 at the time. And I don't play FPS games. Like, I've never played COD. I've never played Halo. And it's like, oh yeah, this is a game coming out called Destiny. The beta's out. You should play. I'm like, okay. And I tried it out and played it, and I jumped in. I'm like, oh, this is pretty fun. I could play this, and I played. And I was like, oh yeah, I just get in, and I got the beta, and then I got the download the next day, and I was like, this is pretty fun. And that's basically how I got in. This is pretty fun. And it kind of just
But you started from
turned
the
to
beta.
a slow obsession. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Very nice. Beta baby. And then the addiction hit like the rest of us.
Yeah.
So, the Xbox, mostly Xbox One. I'm guessing you got 3 level 400s?
Yeah.
One of
definitely.
each, or you just got 3 hunters?
Oh, in the beginning, 3 hunters, because those raid grounds were something intense.
Definitely.
So I got 3, all characters now of separate classes.
Okay.
I'm pushing 4,000 hours now on Xbox, like 3,800 hours.
Oh man.
3,800 hours.
Here you go. Not to mention the PlayStation time. There you have
That's
it.
like maybe 150 hours, maybe. Which is no small. I guess when you say it in a general time, that's a lot of hours.
That's a lot of hours. That's
Xbox time. It's
Michelangelo could have done something with 150 hours. Just say.
Yeah.
So, you know, you do amazing art. Was that always a passion of yours, drawing?
Actually, it was in high school. I was, part of the commercial arts class. I was, one of the geeks in there, just making art all day. And I got accepted to a really prestigious art school in Ohio. But the tuition was like some ungodly amount of money. It was like, you're gonna do art for this amount of money? I'm like, yeah, probably not. I can't afford to do this. But it kind of just faded away, like some things you're obsessed with when you're a child, and I never got back to it until I couldn't. I had no other outlets except for to make art because I couldn't use my body the way I wanted to anymore. So art became my second release next to Destiny, and I picked it back up in the past year or so. And I was like just doing things here and there for myself, or I would do like some for N64 Josh, and that's where like kind of just got out of hand. We're like, hey, can you do this for me? Can you do this for me? Can you do this for me? Like, yeah, I'm not sure if you want me to do this. There's better artists out there. I'm like so low level. I don't know what you want me to do. Well, like, why are you picking me? I'm kind of garbage, the trash can artist. I don't know. You got the wrong impression of me.
No, man, it's definitely worth, not only being a paid artist that is worth it, but you do work that I think inspires other people to do their work. Gives them a little spark for their whatever they're doing, whether it's in the artistic style of drawing. They see one of your mashups, like for example, the Iron Lord's gym shirt, like that is fucking awesome. That I know, and just to see that'll A, inspire someone who wants to draw to do better, or B, someone who's a writer who wants to see that, wants to, write a skit about how Shaq's would do at the gym. Who you would go to? Who would be spotting Shaq's at the gym? That would be hilarious. So
I'm gonna guess Dallas Donuts is probably salad, and those are the two like that are just look extra beefy.
Yeah,
like they all like meatheads. All the Titans like meatheads. And surprisingly, as a meathead, I do not play the Titan at all. That's the most ironic part.
Oh man, so. You've had a podcast. You've been on podcasts, so you're well known in the community. And you're working on.
Still kind of crazy, yeah.
It is. And you've been working on something that you're going to debut. It's Han Shot First, which is great to play off Han Shot First. So how did you? What made you want to do the podcast thing, man? What made you want to do more in the community than what you were already doing?
Well, it's that's a tough question to answer. It all happened as a mistake. It was a silly mistake that got out of hand. N64 Josh, my clan leader, I'm part of the Loot clan, by the way.
Loot clan?
Yeah, he was like, hey, do you think you can make an avatar for me? And I was like, yeah. I have never made an avatar before. But I watched a bunch of YouTube videos on how to use Photoshop again. I've used it in 10 years plus. I'm like, oh yeah, I can definitely make you an avatar. Send me your face and what guard you. I was like, okay. And I literally took me 12 hours to do his avatar. It is the most. I can knock that avatar out in like 45 minutes now, literally.
Very nice.
Probably 12 to 15 hours of just doing his one avatar. I did Death Knight also. So that avatar got out, and then that jumped into the Destiny Reset podcast guys. One of their avatars done. I was like, yeah, and that was probably another 20 hours of work that they were happy with, and it just kind of spiraled out of control. I put a tweet out saying that if you didn't want to get some work done, I'd do it half price because my washing machine broke. That was like 4 months ago. You know, I'm like, I need to get this washing machine replaced.
Yeah.
And put the tweet out. Josh retweeted it, of course, because he's a retweet machine.
Yeah.
And MTash got a hold of me. I was like, what? Okay, me say, MTash, I'm not that good at art. I don't know. There's probably some guys out there better that can make something more suitable to your, liking. And I've done. I actually did 4 designs for him already that he's that he's put on shirts for his the Teespring thing.
Very nice.
And they the first one I did a Crucible School graduate shirt, like a Harvard graduate shirt, but Crucible School from his early YouTube series.
Yeah.
And that sold like close to 200 shirts. And I was like, people like this. They want they want the thing that makes with the hands.
Yeah.
They want it.
They want it.
And they want it, and they had to have it. And if anybody asks me to do something, like, can you do this? I always say yes. Because if I don't, I'll learn how.
Nice.
Can you make emotes? I'm like, yes, I can make emotes. I've never made an emote before.
Something else on YouTube.
Emotes. Yeah, YouTube.
Yeah, that's the attitude to have, because you can.
Yeah.
You can learn anything you can learn.
Yeah,
That's
Why
true.
take the business away from yourself?
It's true. We were talking about how before I started the show, I had no interest in how to edit audio or how to, work with Audacity or create a thumbnail or edit down a video or sync, audio to a certain video. And now, I'm pushing out videos. I'm doing all this stuff, and it's just I learned everything. Before I didn't mess with Audacity. I didn't even have a PC. I didn't have internet before Destiny. Destiny was internet for me. I was like, yo, I need this in my house. I can't be traveling to play this game and only play it from a certain time to a certain time.
True, though.
I need to play it 24/7 at my crib. So
So true, though.
So, I mean, I completely get what you're saying. And you've got this smooth voice, man. You got a pretty good voice for that podcasting.
and that's the hilarious thing. When I listen to myself on podcasts, I'm like, why would anybody listen to such a schmuck like myself? I just hear myself rambling along like a moron. They're like, dude, you need your own podcast. I was like, I don't think that's a good idea. Same day, dude, you start your own podcast. I was like, so I guess I'm gonna be starting this podcast.
I'm starting this podcast now.
Starting this podcast. I got show notes. I got music. I just need to, take some time out of my schedule, my very, very cramped schedule,
Yeah.
to make this podcast happen.
I know how you feel, buddy. I know how you feel. Well, I mean, I'm definitely looking forward to it, and can't wait. Can't wait to see it. Can't wait to hear it. What are you thinking? What are you thinking of recording it on? Thinking, what is it? Skype?
I'll probably just do Audacity. I'm not sure if I'm gonna have guests yet. I might just,
do
do
a solo.
a soliloquy.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, very
Just
nice.
have myself, the mic, my coffee, just rambling off with my notes and my my news in front of me and see what sparks. I'm a huge fan of podcasts. Like, I'd spend my day, well, if I'm not if I'm not at work where I have to have my ears listening to people talk, I'm listening to podcasts or listening to audiobooks. So I definitely enjoy the medium so much that I'm like, okay, I'm gonna make my own podcast.
There you go. Yeah, you definitely have the voice. You have the conversation for it. It's been fun conversating with you here before the show. But let's move on, guys. Let's get into our video game news. And of course, we're going to start with the game that we are currently playing, Destiny, because we are 2 days away from that Destiny reveal.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Oh.
Doesn't even feel real.
I can't wait.
Destiny 2. We're gonna see it. We're gonna. Oh, what do you guys think? Do you guys is gonna be some gameplay, just a trailer, maybe a cutscene, maybe just Deej in a jacket talking for an hour?
I
Whatever
thought
it
we were
is,
going to see
yeah.
some gameplay.
You have expectations?
They could come out and just say, Destiny 2 is going to come out. Here's Deej. All right, have a good night. It's been fun.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that was awesome.
Yes. Yes.
Well, I thought I saw somewhere it's going to be 2 hours.
Is that what?
I think it's going to be 8 hours, actually.
Yeah, I've seen an 8-hour thing, so
Wow.
it hasn't been confirmed. It's just
Now,
rumors.
Is that true that people were picked to actually be some of the players in the game?
You know what? It's also rumored. There hasn't been anything confirmed. I would imagine maybe, possibly.
Nobody called me.
Yeah, I know how you feel for that Destiny 2 reveal. My invitation got lost in the mail, I'm sure.
It
did. But so, guys, what do you hope stays from the original Destiny?
The gunplay. The gunplay has to stay. This feels way too comfortable.
It really does.
Yeah. I don't want to mess with like the controller layout or anything like that. Leave that alone.
Like supers can change, like grenades can change, just the gunplay. If they keep that on schedule like the same way, that'll be just fine with me.
Now, is that true that some of the subclasses have been revealed?
No.
That's
photos.
a rumor.
Yeah, the photos that came
there's
out.
like I'm finding Gryffindor,
Yeah,
Ravenclaw, and Slytherin.
Slytherin. Yeah.
Now, are these all Harry Potter things? Is this a joke?
Yeah, that's all Harry Potter. It's a joke.
It's
It is
the
a joke.
Destiny Potter
It is a
mashup you
joke.
never know you
Yeah.
wanted
Is this
till now.
confirmed?
It's a
It's true.
joke. Ah, those bastards.
Those bastards.
Gal got excited.
I know you did.
I did.
I know.
I was like, I wonder what this Slytherin is. What is that? Like, that would be cool.
Just a second here, guys. I'm not sure who it is, but someone's got an echo going on here.
I don't think it's me.
Okay,
The
There you go.
echoes
Was it
are
me?
real.
All right. Is that it? Oh, no, it's still going on.
oh, I killed the sound on my.
On your
I'm
end?
not sure.
Okay. Not
Yeah.
sure. Okay, that's fine. But guys, what do you guys think about the subclasses? Do you think we're gonna get all new ones? We're gonna keep one maybe, and then get 2 new ones? That would be cool.
I'm kind of hoping we get to keep and they add.
Oh,
Like,
you want to keep an
I've
ad.
always had this thing where they should do something with corrosiveness, corrosion. Like one of your grenades is sticky and it just melts the guy slowly, you know what I mean?
That would be
Like in Borderlands, they had a gun that did that.
yeah, they
You know,
did.
something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
acid
so I
guns,
mean
yeah.
that would be cool. Of course it'd be green, so I mean that'd be cool. That'd be something new.
Yeah, I'm kind of
That would be
hoping we
something,
keep
yeah.
just one subclass, because I don't want to speculate too hard, but we did see Ikora use that Stormcaller melee, right?
Yeah.
During that trailer, so maybe we get to keep the last ones that we got.
Titan Solar and
Yeah, because when you think about it, like
Shake
those
Step.
subclasses didn't
We
come with our
earned-
ghost. We kind of
yeah.
earned those during the Taken King
Yeah.
when we had to go on
unlocked
those
them.
missions.
They were ours.
Yeah.
yeah.
So it could be the same-
Maybe there's earnable ones.
Well, no, it's just saying that. So, like, the whole concept of Destiny 2 is that we're going to be fighting outside of the tower. Like, our home was destroyed. Everything that we had, everything that we know was destroyed. And so that's basically what they're saying, which is why our subclasses would get taken away. Like, it makes complete sense. Our subclasses gets taken away because our weapons get taken, everything. Our home was destroyed. You know what I mean? The light that basically harnesses and lets us have our super, that also kind of gets messed with. But because these new subclasses, we earn them, that's why we could potentially not
Yeah.
lose them, and it still makes sense in the game.
Because, for example, the stranger. I don't know if you guys remember her. She didn't have a ghost. She wasn't, but she was a hunter.
Yeah, that was the assumption.
True. Also, I imagine with Osiris being, like having left, I wonder if he has a ghost too. Yo, N64 Josh, how's it going, buddy? Thanks for hanging out.
What's up, Josh?
Oh no, he knows I'm here.
Yeah, he knows you're
I
there.
got the call, guys.
I was gonna ask you for some work. We've heard about Hawthorne, right? And how the bag that we're getting from the collector's edition is her bag, and she's kind of this guardian that's been out in the wild making her way on her own. Do you think it'd be cool? You guys think hunters are gonna get like a nature subclass where they can, like, I don't know, just like
Call of the Wild kind of a thing?
So, yeah, something like that.
Yeah, I feel like I'm getting like a Power Rangers movie, Ninjetti kind of vibe from all these pictures.
Yeah,
where they
the
lost
strength
their
of the
powers.
wolf or
This is
whatever
the
you call
exact,
it.
yeah.
You call
This
it
is
pack
the
of
exact like
wolves or something?
plot of the movie where they lost their powers and they got like power of the Ninjetti. It was like they were animals. I was like, they did not rip this off.
Oh man, they could have, man. This is a good movie.
It was.
Definitely better than the current Power Rangers movie. But yeah, I'm definitely Captain Planet, says Josh. Yeah, I want my hunter to be Captain Planet. That'd be pretty freaking cool. And then, I mean, the way some of the Titans, they went out there to Mercury and they harnessed the power of the sun. Wouldn't it be cool if, like, the Warlocks can go somewhere and harness the power of water? So they can, like, create tidal waves, airbender style.
You know what? Yeah.
I got you thinking now. I'm speculating too hard. Hold up. Let me put on the tinfoil hat here.
Oh, my goodness.
Here we go. All right.
That'd be cool.
That would be really cool, if, like... Because we saw it, right? The Titans, they left the tower, they left Earth, they're chilling with Osiris over on Mercury, and they were able to harness them solar hammers, I'm saying.
I had a theory about that.
Oh, shit.
What's your theory about that one?
Well, the Fallen had they were blessed by the Traveler, basically.
Mm-hmm.
But they can still blink, and then they lost the Traveler.
Mm-hmm.
My thought was that we would regain our powers by making an alliance with the Fallen through the connection to the Queen, because they basically have all the powers of Guardians, but just minimized. Like it's a little bit minimized, a little diminished. And I think that would be one way we could regain our powers, because they lost the Traveler, but they still like have the power to blink and go invisible and stuff like that. That was one theory I was tossing around on Twitter.
Damn, no, yeah, definitely. I like the sound of that one. Besides Varix, though, I haven't seen any, besides Varix and then two guards, when we, like, that cutscene, the initial cutscene with the Queen, I haven't really seen any other Fallen, like, around the Reef. Do you think maybe Destiny 2 will get to see where the Awoken actually chill? Because I don't think they all hang out at the Reef. There might be, like, another place besides the Reef where they hang out, I think.
Well, we're not even, like, actually in the, like, inside the Reef. We're, like, hanging out on the outside platform. We're, like, not even allowed in.
Right.
We're, like, really bad guests or visitors.
So once we get in there, how many, like, do you guys think they'll have, like, a legion of Fallen? Like, how many Fallen do you allow before you're like, this is way too many, and at what point they can fucking take us over if they wanted to?
Well, they've got their own. She's the Kel. The Queen was a Kel, so there's got to be a whole Legion of Fallen behind her.
A whole Legion of Fallen behind her.
Or a house. Yeah, there's a house behind her.
Damn.
A house judging them.
You know what? Yeah, you got me now. That would be pretty fucking cool. It would be cool too if they like left it specifically to Awoken characters. Like if your character's an Awoken Titan or Awoken Hunter or Awoken Warlock, you can go to the Reef and learn from the Fallen. That would be.
Now that's one thing they need to integrate is the races we pick.
Yeah, I would like that as well.
But didn't her brother get away?
Supposedly.
Supposedly,
yes.
yeah.
It's foretold in a Grimoire card. But yeah, like they definitely do need to dive into because that's why I made 3 characters, 3 different.
Exactly, I have
I'm
one
even
of
more
each.
excited now.
I have an Awoken, a human, and an Exo.
Yeah,
Specifically
I wanted that to be
Same
for a
here.
reason.
Mm-hmm.
Same here.
Yeah,
My Titan's an Awoken.
Yeah, my Warlock
Well,
is the Awoken.
He looks like he's the singer of a death metal band, but
You hear the story
pretty
about the
badass.
Awoken, you hear the story about the humans, but you don't hear about the Exos and how the numbers next to their names
Right.
correspond, how many times their memories have been wiped.
it's true. Yep.
That's an interesting story all in itself. That's some Jason Bourne stuff right there. That needs to happen in a
That
story
does.
soon.
Yes, that needs to be like a solo campaign exactly for the Exos. Oh man, I mean, Bungie's capable of doing it. They've written wonderful stories, and they have not only Bungie but High Moon Studios and other studios that can help them develop not only 1 but 3 possible campaigns for each race. So that would be just mind blowing. But again, it's probably asking for too much.
I don't know. The way they're talking about this game, and if they're inviting this many people from the community to come see the game, I don't want to over speculate, but they've got something in their pocket that they know is a winner. They got an ace in their pocket. You don't gather up a people that have a bunch of YouTube followers and streamers to drop a dud on you. We keep it quiet as kept.
This is true. It's true.
Yep.
N64 Josh in the chat said, "What if Exos start to remember?" And that would be pretty cool if that was a way to discover a new subclass, right? Exos that have been wiped start remembering stuff, and they remember a subclass that they used to use that like Guardians don't use anymore.
The forgotten subclass.
snap.
Like a forgotten subclass to like a Warlock or something. That would be
corrosiveness.
awesome. You're pushing this corrosive.
I am. I mean, how do you get rid of metal? You fucking dissolve it.
You rust it up.
Rust out your water.
I feel like
in your
something
face.
that's like Eris Moore would teach you from like her time with the Hive or something.
Oh, that would also be cool. Oh my goodness. Yeah, there's so much potential from where all these new subclasses and new skills could come from.
All they want to do is clean. All I want to do is clean.
So yeah, definitely hyped for the next 2 days. In 2 days,
Oh,
it's
I'm
less than
hyped
2
now.
days when
I
you
am
think
like-
about it, because today's already 1 day. Today's almost over.
I am getting me a small buffet ready, man.
Oh man, yeah, I'm gonna be glued to that screen come the 18th. Like, the retweets are gonna
1
be
o'clock.
real. The hype is gonna be intense after we actually see stuff. Like, if we get to see a little gameplay, like, oof. Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
rest in peace, free Twitter. Rest in peace.
It's true. The internet is going to implode on itself from the Destiny news. Stock markets will crash. Like, it's going to be.
Oh.
Powers will fall.
It's true. The powers that are will fall. But guys, that's the future. Let's talk about the past. This past week here, we had the Iron Banner. And not only did we have the Iron Banner, but for the first time ever, it was Iron Banner Mayhem Clash.
Which was so fun.
Goodness, it
was
was so much
fun.
fun.
Mayhem
I didn't care
is just
about wins and losses. It was
the funnest
hilarious.
thing ever.
Oh, it sure was. Now, what did you do, Con? Did you blade dance? Did you golden gun?
Actually, I was trying to get the next excited class item for my Warlock, so I storm called. Which means I got slammed every 13 seconds, basically.
Yep.
No,
Yep.
never.
Wow. Yeah, no, Sugah's a strong advocate for the Warlock. Not only the Warlock, the Stormcaller.
Yeah, like I definitely, when I unlocked that subclass, I was like, this is what my life has been missing.
Oh, wow.
I was like, as a Warlock, I'm like, yes. Because don't get me wrong, like, the solar grenades are one of the most fun thing to just throw around and, do your thing with. And the Nova bombs are really awesome, because who doesn't love to throw a Nova? But, each one, like, But when it comes to that arc damage, I mean, who doesn't want to just run around with lightning coming out of their hands?
I mean, Palpatine loved it.
I know.
Exactly.
I was
That's what I
Nova
feel
Bomb
like.
with mine.
I feel like, and what's
bombing.
funny is I feel like I'm evil. Like I truly do. I
I'm
truly feel
embracing the
evil when
dark
I
side.
get like 7 kills. I'm like, I feel so evil. I'm the most evil thing. And I just watched that heavy just like fall off the platform.
I had fun just swapping subclasses.
Because you can.
Because I can.
You can go from hammers to bubble to panic.
It's true, to panic. I didn't panic as much. No fist of panic. There were tons of hammers. Less hammers and more just fusion grenades. Sticking fusion grenades to people. Really making them angry because it's fun. And definitely the Bubble Bros. The Bubble Bros. I was playing Mayhem Clash with Swoley, and we had nothing but Bubble Titans, and it was just really fun having not only Weapons of Light, but Blessings of Light, and Armor of Light, and Blinding Bubbles, and Armamentariums with double suppressors. And whenever like a Blade Dancer would come in, we'd just throw a couple suppressor grenades, and that was the end of him, so... It was just too much fun. We'd make little bubble towns, and we'd like lock down a certain area so there was only one way to get to us, and we would just nade the crap out of it and suppress everything that came through a doorway.
The spam.
Yeah, the spam was real.
Spam.
Yeah, we were fun policing hard. But I think that's mostly what it was for people. It was having fun.
So much fun.
Because you get your supers all the time. And for those...
I went Golden Gun for the first time, and I was having a blast.
Golden Guns were doing it. I think this is the first time I've seen people use the helmet with the 4th shot in a really long time. I'd count the 3 shots, and I'd come out from cover, and then boom, there'd be the 4th shot. I'm like, oh, you, Hunter, you. But a lot of people were doing it because of their record books. Like, this was the week to get all your melees done on your classes, get all your grenade kills, because they were just every like 10 seconds feels like you would have a grenade in your hand, and get your super kills in the Crucible. Like, this was
yeah, there was a bounty. The Titan get multi kill for Hammer of Soul. I needed those to finish off that bounty.
Yeah,
and I got it done.
So I mean, it was definitely tons of fun. There were a lot of people though that like took it way too seriously.
There were plenty of people we played with.
Yeah, a couple times, people just get super salty, like, oh, all they're using is fusion. Oh, all they're using is super.
Supers. All they're using is grenades.
Dude, you can't get salted during Mayhem Iron Banner.
I was like, all I'm using is everything that the game gives me.
You entered the wrong house if you're going to get salty.
I was like, the game gives me these things.
True.
I don't understand.
So,
Bungie wants me to play like this. I'm like, don't talk to me.
I think I'm going to coin the term Trisoft, because that whole week, dude, I was a Trisoft. I did not try at all.
Like yesterday, last night when you were trying to get some kills.
Just popping bubbles wherever.
No skill. I'm just
no
running
skill.
around with grenades.
Yeah, every time I'd stick someone, I'd be like, no skill. No skill.
You can't be mad at anybody for using supers. This is like being mad at a 3-year-old for playing the game wrong. There's no right way to play Mayhem.
That's the point, isn't
mayhem.
it?
Yeah.
They call it Mayhem so I can have my super every day.
It's fucking mayhem.
2 seconds, every 2 seconds. And if you chain it correctly,
Turn right,
really
you get
can.
Nova Bombed. You res, you turn left, you get a fucking hammer in the face. Like, it's mayhem.
Mayhem. And I'm sorry, Shax, for anyone that's complaining, Shax would.
There's pills to fix the Trisoft, fucking Josh.
There are pills for that.
Oh, but definitely, like, it was fun mode. It was. I feel sorry for people who like needed to hit rank 5 for the record books. But
it was so easy to hit rank 5, though. I mean, the game was swinging left or right so easily. You didn't have to be good. You just had to, just use a slam and the game would be over.
It's true. It's very true. Like,
just hide a second, you'd be fine.
It's very true. Like, KD ratios were extremely low this week in the Iron Banner. So
I kept mine up.
Oh yeah, you kept that 2.5 up. Way to go, Shug. So if you got upset at any point during the week because of Iron Banner, bro, you were doing it wrong.
You were doing it wrong.
And I don't say that very often.
Yeah, it's true. But guys, enough about Destiny. Let's hop over here to some other news. We do have other games to talk about. one that we're gonna just fly by real quick because I'm the only one who's kind of excited about it, and that's Pokemon Sun and Moon. We are getting 4 Mega Stones via mystery gift. That's right, folks, mystery gift, which means you won't have to travel to GameStop, so they can tell you they don't have it, but they do have it. So what you guys have to do is basically hop on your 3DS, go to mystery gift, and type in the code Azul. That's capital AZUL, and you'll be getting your 4 Mega Stones for Pidgeot, Heracross, Steelix, and Houndoom. So you'll be able to Mega Evolve them in Sun and Moon. Again, completely free, guys. It's going to be for till the end of May. So go ahead and check that out. And still going on, it started yesterday. Your free Lincoln Rock from GameStop. Again, they should have the little codes on the cards. Just go in and ask them. They're free, guys. There's no need for purchase, no need for anything. Just go in and ask them for the codes. And if they say they don't have them, tell them to look hard because GameStop.
You tell them that they have it.
Yeah, you tell them they have it.
Because GameStop.
There you go.
It's very accurate.
Cause GameStop.
Pretty
so you
accurate.
tell them.
Yeah,
you
where's
tell
that
them
record scratch
that
when
you
you say
know
that?
more than they do.
So that's it for the Pokemon news. Let's go into the Ghost Recon Wildlands because, guys, it's going to get another DLC soon, which is going to raise the level cap to 35. It's going to be... You get a new character, but he starts at level 30, so it's not going to be like Narco Road where you start a new character and he starts at level 0. So he starts at 30 and you're able to bump him up to 35. He comes with his skills already unlocked, but you can add on to those skills because they have more new skills once you get over level 30. For this one, it's called Fallen Ghosts, and you're a CIA American trying to infiltrate. So you get we get new weapons, we get 15 new missions, we get 4 bosses to kill. We also get 6 new weapons that include an assault rifle, a sniper rifle, and a crossbow, guys, capable of explosive arrows. I'm excited for that. So this DLC will be out June 6th, and of course, if you didn't get the season pass, which was $40, you can just go ahead and pick up this individual DLC for $15. So season pass holders are actually going to get their hands on the DLC early. They're going to be able to jump into it May 30th, where if you don't have the season pass, June 6th is the date for you. I've had a lot of fun in Wildlands. I know a lot of my clan people play it, jumping down from a helicopter, parachuting down to your objective, and just getting your objective and then getting the fuck out of there is the most fun ever. I can't play that game and then switch over to Destiny without wishing that I couldn't parachute down into a raid. That would be the coolest thing ever. Just like hover over the hellmouth in a helicopter and just be like, peace, and just parachute down.
Parachute down to Corona.
Yeah, that would be ideal for me. So guys, definitely go check that out, because if you're liking Wildlands, which a lot of people are, turned out to be a very good game. You might want to check out this DLC.
I have yet to try it.
Kicking myself about that game.
Oh yeah? Did you think about getting it for a hot second?
Well, the Division was made by the same company, by Ubisoft. It looks like the Division, and we all got that bad Division burn, and I just I don't know. It left a bad taste in my mouth. I was like, and
it did.
I'm hearing
it did me
such
too.
great things about the game. I'm just like, why? You do it the first time.
It's true. That's the way Gao feels, and it was actually his son that bought the game for him, because Gao would have not.
Yeah, he gave it to me this weekend actually, and it's still in the wrapper. I haven't opened it.
So yeah, I mean, I did have a little bit of a bitter taste after the Division came out, but they did updates and they fixed the game a lot. And they've been
doing a lot of expansions. They've had 3 expansions.
Their DLC, I bought the season pass. Their DLCs have been great. The new PvP mode, Last Stand, is too much fun. And on top of that, they announced that they were going to give us a whole nother year of DLC for free. For free. So, you know, massive...
So you're recommending that I get the season pass?
I'm not recommending anything, Gauzy. I'm just saying I'm playing Division. You know, when I can, I hop on Division. I have fun. You know, people say that the bosses are really spongy. You know, I think it feels like Destiny. You know, I don't know about you guys, but I spend about 10-15 minutes just shooting at Valus Auric. So
that's true.
Just because it's a guy in an armor suit as opposed to a big space monster, you know, that doesn't make a difference for me. You know, a boss.
Do you know
is a
what I
boss.
think my disconnect was when I played the game? That was kind of frustrating.
What was it?
Is that you played like the PvE and you would snipe. You have a sniper rifle. You hit somebody in the head, and they would keep running at you. I'm like, this is like the first level's going on.
Yeah.
Why is that guy taking complete shots to the face? You're not like in a ultra,
Universe.
fantasy environment. You're like, this is the guy with the ski mask on.
Yeah,
All
right. New
Headshot.
York.
What?
Yeah, or
Oh,
some guy
okay.
wearing a hoodie and a baseball bat takes a whole clip and a half to drop.
Yeah.
Or he
Yeah.
just straight up kills me. Yeah.
A little disconnect from reality, but definitely they fixed a lot of the flinching issues, and those guys that run up to you with the baseball bat aren't as aggressive. So, and again, to hear that they're doing like a whole year of just free DLC content is amazing. It's for me, it's a game studio saying, you know what, we realize that we tried to do something amazing and we kind of fucked up, but we can make up for it. And they have.
The
and
way
are.
they responded to the game, I heard, is like, it's extraordinary. Like the way they came back and retooled that game has been a success story. Like I haven't heard. Well, I mean, close to Destiny, I guess. Like they saved that game basically.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Like I hear Remy talk about it all the time, how much the game has improved. I'm like, really? I still own the game. I got it digitally. I need to get back in there, but trying to fight a fire team after that much time, and guys want to log back in is the hard part.
Yeah, definitely. I know. That's how Gauzy's gonna feel when he comes back into the fold. But I find that more people are playing now than before. Actually, like before, I couldn't find 4 people to do an incursion to save my life, and now like it's like you want to do an incursion. And I'm like, oh man, I wish I can, but kind of promised someone I'd do this raid. So like I said, it's a success story. You know, it's amazing. And Wildlands, it's open world, and it's a lot more open world than we wanted. It's the open world we wanted in Division, but unfortunately we didn't get. And I would have loved in Division. The only thing that like grinds my gears is the running. I have to run everywhere. I can't get into one of these many cars and zip around and go where I have to go. It's that long. It's like I'm playing World of Warcraft again, where you literally had to run across the fucking map.
Oh yeah, that was kind of tedious too.
So that's my only gripe. Like, I think
think about it. If an opposing team had a car, they would just run you over.
But again, that would be like pretty cool though, because you would. I know, but that'd be pretty cool to like be able to shoot that car, have it explode with whoever's in it. Like it creates possibility for both ends. So maybe be able to like put some C4 down, or have those Molotov cocktails and light that car up. So maybe we'll see if Division 2 brings what Wildlands has, because what Wildlands has is very good. It's a lot of fun, and it's not bad solo. If you're a person that likes to just knock out everything on a map, collect all icons, almost like Breath of the Wild, where like if you want to go out there and just collect everything, do all the missions, all the side missions you can. Or if you just want to do the story, or if you just want to do a mission with some friends, you can also do that too. I've literally been, like, oh, I got 15 minutes before I got to catch the bus to work. Let me hop in, literally do one mission, summon a helicopter, get in my helicopter, hover over the mission, parachute down, kill who I have to kill, and then get out. It's done in 10 minutes, and I like got 5 minutes to go to the bus stop. So it's great that I can hop in and out of that game without having to dedicate, you know, oh, I need 30 minutes to finish this mission, you know. So it's what I like about the game, and plus the co-op is there. Rockets. Yeah, rockets would be nice. Fucking the Division rocket launchers. That's what they need. They need rocket launchers and what are they called? Bazookas in bazooka. When was the last time you heard that word?
Grenade launchers.
I feel like I'm watching Small Soldiers.
They make everything better.
They do. Guys, let's move away here from our video game news and let's go into our next and last segment of the day, which is Cinema Madness. And of course, this is where we talk about movies. Yeah, to shoot cars. Yeah, shoot cars, and also to shoot the big ass tank dudes. Like I was saying, like if we can take it from like 3 assault rifle clips to like 3 rockets, that would be a lot better. But guys, Cinema Madness. Let's start off with Deadpool 2, because Josh Brolin has been picked to play Cable, aka Nathan Summers, for Deadpool 2. And he is doing the young Khan thing. He is beefing up. He's posted pictures on his Instagram, just working out, just really getting those arms toned for his role as Cable. And he's not only going to play Cable in Deadpool 2, it's going to cross over to X-Force as well, and maybe even potentially X-Men.
Oh, wow.
Right? So what do you guys think of Josh Brolin being Cable?
That is not the pick I saw coming down the pipe at all. I mean...
It's true. I was kind of thrown off by it.
I could see the Cable in his face, but he doesn't look like a statured guy to play Cable. It was like out of left field.
It's true. It's true. It really was. But, you know, he's working out in the gym. I've seen the pictures. He's definitely bulking up. I think, you know, once he grows the scruff and he gets the gray, the white hair, I think he'll look the part. I think he might knock it out of the park. He's definitely a good actor. He's had the misfortune of being in bad movies, but he makes them better.
Jonah Hex.
Yeah. What's mine? Mine is oh Jesus. It was the adaptation.
Not No Country for Old Men. That was a good movie.
No, definitely not.
A Dame to Kill For.
Loved it so much. It was a Korean film before they remade it. Old Boy. For me, it was Old Boy. There you go. That was the movie.
That was a pretty good showing, yeah.
I was like, oh man, this movie is kind of bad, Spike Lee, but you're lucky Josh Brolin's in it. It's the only reason I'm watching it. I'm still in this movie theater. Because the original was just too good. I don't know if you've seen the original Old Boy, but a buddy of mine showed it to me, and it blew my mind. And then I remember showing it to Shug, and then when we found out the American remake was coming out, we were like, oh man, I don't know how this is gonna go. And
there should be a disclaimer attached to that movie before you watch it, though. That's
that is an intense flick. But I'm telling you, that was like I See Dead People times 10. Like, that's what it was for me. But definitely well written, well thought out. I don't think if it wasn't as well written and well done as it was, it like that plot twist would have made it like a horrible movie, like a bad movie on top of having a horrible plot twist. But because it was done so well, that plot twist just works and you're mind fucked.
Yeah, they definitely Kaiser Soze me.
But yeah, guys, Josh Brolin is beefing up. He's looking good. He's looking good, man. I don't think he's as big as Khan, but he's getting up there.
He's getting up there.
So I mean, looking this time next year, June 2018, 1 year away from Deadpool 2. What are the hype levels for Deadpool 2? Mine have come down because it's not the same director.
It's Ryan Reynolds. I'll be fine.
Is Ryan Reynolds?
That's kind
how
of
I
what I
feel,
feel
too.
because I feel like
Is that how you felt when you watched the Green Lantern? That's Ryan Reynolds. We'll be fine. Then you were like, "Oh man, I made a mistake."
I feel like
this is the
he
movie he
likes
wants
this
to make.
character. Yeah, I feel like he enjoys this character. I feel like this is what he like, and I feel like gave him a lot of control over it as well. So, which might be why the director, maybe there were things that Ryan Reynolds wanted.
Will he bring the Infinity Gauntlet? Josh brings up a good point in the chat. He's not only going to be Cable in the in the Fox X-Men films and their franchises. He's also going to be Thanos in Marvel, and he's Thanos. So that'll be interesting if ever, which might not happen, but if ever, Fox and Marvel share rights for that character the way Sony and Marvel share the rights for Spider-Man, to have Josh Brolin, play himself 2 times in a movie, 2 different characters, that kind of like Eddie Murphy, but better. So that would be cool. That would be really cool. See Thanos and Cable on the same screen. Ooh, I'm getting jitters. Okay, getting too excited. I don't know. I don't think it'll happen. Just Fox doesn't play well with others. They like their money where it is.
They're already talking about taking Spider-Man back from Marvel.
I know. We were
the second sequel shot.
Yeah, we were discussing that a couple episodes back. It is very sad, and all it is because what it was is Marvel was making all that toy money. Of course, Sony is going to make all the box office money from Homecoming when it comes out. But as far as merchandise, that's all going to go to Marvel and Disney. And I think they were a little sour about the money that they're losing. But to be honest, they're not really losing money, because had they made a crappy Spider-Man movie, I don't think anything would have sold. So
seriously. Yeah.
So yeah, it's very sad that Sony's talking about taking it back. It's heartbreaking.
But I'm not surprised either. I mean, that's a high-ticket item that you're loaning out. You're like, I'm going to need that back in about 2 days. I don't think you should have that too long.
Yeah.
Especially when that person is doing better with it. It's like, hey, guys.
Isn't it? It's like seeing someone else with your girlfriend, and you're like, you guys are having a lot more fun than we were having. That's fucked up. Give her back.
Oh. Your little brother beat your score in Pac-Man. You're like, all right, I need that game back from you now.
Right?
I think you've had enough fun.
Yeah, definitely. I don't know if you know this, but it's in their contract. It's in their contract that if they ever reboot, if they ever have to recast Spider-Man, they have to reboot it, and they have to tell their origin story. That's why every time they change, we went from Tobey Maguire to Andrew Garfield, that's why we saw another origin story Spider-Man movie, because it's in their contract that they have to do one every time they change the role for that character. So
that's getting a little tedious,
isn't it?
Same.
I've definitely seen enough Batman origin stories to last a lifetime.
It's true. We all know who Batman is. We all know where he came from. He's hardcore from the streets.
What are you talking about?
I don't need to see this anymore.
Who Batman is. I'm new.
That coma you were in, apparently. Yeah, it's got to be a coma reaction.
Exactly.
So I don't know, man. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Unfortunately it's those movie high execs with their Lamborghinis and their
money.
Yeah, and
those white
their away houses. They want that cash.
They want it.
A pile of money I go to sleep on every night.
It's true.
It's true.
But on the upside, guys, Marvel's doing it right. Marvel, I think, it's not only getting better, but I think it's getting more. The Marvel movies have been slowly deeper and deeper. Before, the story was good, and the visuals, and it was directed beautifully. Cinematography looked awesome, but now, I don't know, have you seen Guardians of the Galaxy 2, Con?
Oh yeah, I saw it first night it came out.
Nice. So it really it touches on the father-son issues, and just just a lot of I think there was a lot of family, just resolving family issues in that movie. Star-Lord with his father issues, and being abandoned and watching his mom die. And then Gamora and her issues with her sister and the way they were raised by their father. So, not only are these movies good, they're getting better. We're definitely getting our money's worth. And the fact that people writers, comic book writers are involved in the movies, I think that's what's sprinkling that extra little bit of magic into the films, because it's coming straight from the books. Which in turn,
they definitely have some facts of life moments that are playing out really well.
Yeah, definitely. That movie for me was I think it was the deepest Marvel movie. It was a Marvel movie with not only a story but with a meaning, and a lesson to be learned, right? Something to walk away with, an experience almost. So
that's going to be great for all superhero movies. That's going to be that's an amazing thing for all superhero movies, for the simple fact that you can portray some emotional dynamics and some family dynamics with some characters that aren't even well known in the comic book universe. Have a second movie and have it be received so well. That's going to allow it's going to allow directors to free up some of that, action in their movies, and actually, give a different side to the characters besides, oh, my parents died, and I gotta avenge them all the time.
Right, all the time.
It's getting a little tiring.
It is. It's getting a little old.
Fatigue.
Yeah. So it's and Marvel's doing a great job of doing origin stories differently, right? Because we were introduced to the Black Panther in Civil War, but we didn't have to see a Black Panther origin movie about how his father died and he had to take over and be the king of Wakanda.
What are you talking
about? It just kind of happened.
I needed a whole movie about that.
So
I needed to see him cry.
So they're doing it. They're doing it really really well. Definitely better than Fox. Definitely better than what Sony did, and definitely better than what Warner Brothers DC is doing right now.
Oh, sweet goodness. Please save me from this.
Oh, I know. I feel really bad for them. And they're just taking on, they're confirming that Batgirl is going to be their next female lead superhero movie. But I'm sitting here going, have you found a director for The Flash yet? Or is that still being pushed back?
Joss Whedon's doing Batgirl, so...
Joss Whedon's doing Batgirl.
That's going to be awesome.
Hopefully this will be the turnaround that DC needs. We'll see how Wonder Woman does, but I don't think it's going to do that well. And it's not because she's a female or anything, just because it looks a little too much like Captain America to me.
Yeah, it's almost the exact same plot from...
Isn't it?
First Avenger. It's I want to see Themyscira. I want to see the Amazons get out there and own, but don't do the Captain America story. Don't rehash the thing that made Marvel good. Just be a little bit more creative. Just a wee bit more. The Shield and
right, from what I see from the trailers, I was I've seen this movie before. It's just Wonder Woman with a shield and sword, throwing that shield around, a whole bunch of soldiers around her. She's fighting for America, yeah. So I'm that's cool.
Yeah, America.
It's I'm looking down on Wayne's basement, but this is not Wayne's basement.
I know, right? I'll redbox this one. So we'll see how it does. Maybe what they showed us isn't the whole movie, because they always do that. They show us the whole movie in trailers. But maybe they didn't this time. Maybe we'll get to see some really cool stuff. Maybe we'll get to see some gods. Maybe we'll get to see some demigods. But unfortunately, I don't think that stuff is going to happen until Wonder Woman 2 or 3. Just because we're doing the origin story thing, and we're doing the let's drag our feet and explain everything thing.
Over and over.
Yeah, so...
I don't know who they are.
I need to know. Who is Wonder Woman? I've never heard of Wonder Woman.
Ever.
Wonder Woman's like origin story is really, really good, and if it was told well, I'd be super, super happy. Like
but
whole.
they fuck it up.
Oh,
But they
jeez.
fuck it up.
This
Tell me more.
director that got
Tell
to
me
be
more.
300, just stop.
Yeah,
Just stop.
Snyder, just please stop. And you know,
You know how to tell a story. You
it's
know
true.
how to show flashy things.
Yeah, and they've actually knocked him back, and they've the Justice League is going to be his last directed movie, his last written movie. Yeah, unfortunately he did not. They've got Jeff Jones now, and of course he wrote a lot of DC storylines, so he knows what's going to go into a good superhero story. So hopefully it translates over to a good superhero movie. So we'll see what Aquaman looks like. I have high hopes for Aquaman if they do it right. Just being underwater, seeing all those underwater creatures that not only the ones from the deep that you don't know or don't see often because they're so deep down, but also just to see like regular sharks and killer whales and fucking Aquaman owning that. Like, I want to see that, and I hope they do that. Because if they don't,
I remember when he got his rebrand, like in the early '90s, where he had like one arm and he was this bearded badass.
Yeah,
And this is like halfway the one we're seeing right now. I'm like,
yes,
this should be awesome.
I need
but
it all.
The director had me nervous.
Yeah, I kind of hope he loses his arm. I'm not gonna lie, gets that hook.
I wish.
So we'll see. We'll see what they do with it. I was watching the trailer for Justice League, and I was a little confused as to why his trident had 5 prongs in it. But it's okay. We're not going to question it.
We're not.
It's only called a trident. So we'll see.
I thought that was the gum, though.
I thought that was gum, though. So we'll see. I'm again, Flash. I want to be excited for the Flash, but they keep rewriting it. They keep finding a new director, and then the director doesn't like the story, so he rewrites the story. And then him and the director in the studio have creative differences, quote unquote. And then that's it. The director leaves, and then they have no director, and they're currently stuck with no director. So even though I'm excited for Aquaman, like I feel like after that it might just be like a halt for a while where we won't see maybe 3 superhero movies from Warner Brothers in the same year. Maybe we'll see like 1.
Maybe they should stop actually and take a breath instead of pushing out movies like it's their day job, which
Take
it
a
is,
breath.
but not that fast.
Not that fast. It's true, and they're just trying to catch up with Marvel. But Marvel has had so many years to develop what they have right now.
Well, and anyone who knows it has to be about quality over the quantity that you start putting out. Like, how can you expect to put out a quality product when you're focusing about something else?
No.
I don't know.
And the solo Batman movie. Ben Affleck is like
Ben Affleck went to drinking over that movie. All right, he went to rehab. That's how troubling this franchise has been. That should be a key sign.
That should be a key sign. Like, man, this is. I don't know. I think it's Warner Brothers. I think it's just the studio and how much limit you put on what people can and can't do, and how much you can boss people around. Yeah, it's true. So, like, if you're bossing around people too hard, putting certain datelines and stuff that can't be met, people are
exactly
gonna,
not
people
thinking
are
of
leave.
it in a practical term. Like, don't hire experts and have them know exactly what it takes to do something in a good amount of time, and then tell them to do it in a time that they clearly told you is impossible for what you want. Like, you want it good, you want it fast, or do you want it cheap? What do you want?
I want all 3.
Can't
I
have
need
it all.
con.
What do you want? What do you want?
Unless you're dealing with me, you get it all. You get it all everywhere.
You get all of it.
Good,
See,
fast,
they
and
just need
cheap.
to hire Khan.
Just need to hire Khan, Warner Brothers.
I don't understand why they don't.
He's never
understand.
directed a movie, but he will YouTube it and come back at you with something good.
That. Exactly. I know some film theory that'll
He
make
will
that
figure
work.
it out. He'll make it work. Right.
So yeah, guys. I mean, that's Guardians of the Galaxy knocked it out again. Second weekend box office made over
Nice.
600 million now. Like, they're definitely getting their money back from that
is
movie.
Incredible.
Isn't it?
Like, I have a Star-Lord comic from like the 70s. They're like, oh yeah, Star-Lord, he'll never be in a movie. he's in one of the top grossing movies in America.
Top grossing movies.
Everyone loves Star-Lord. And they picked a very good actor who loves his character, who wants to continue on with it, who's willing to, you know, work hard.
Yeah.
Work hard to be Star-Lord.
Not to mention the writer-director, James Gunn. When you have a writer and a director that's the same person, it just kind of works because the person who's writing it has a vision of how he or she wants it to look, and if they can direct it, then it's gonna look that way. So, you know, just James Gunn knocking out of the ballpark. I'm very excited to hear that he wants to do Guardians 3 and that he's gonna do Guardians 3. He's already writing it. So that's freaking exciting. The only thing I'm a little concerned about is he said this was gonna be the third one will be the last Guardians movie with that team. So after that, Guardians 4 is going to be a different team. You know, it might not be Gamora. Maybe it'll be, you know, someone else. But James Gunn has a way of, like, opening up the world of possibilities. How many new characters were we introduced to in Guardians of the Galaxy 2? Like, not only did we get Ego and Mantis, but here we go. Spoilers, guys, if you haven't seen the movie. Yeah. No, we told you, Gal. They showed us the old Guardians of the Galaxy. Stallone plays an old Guardian of the Galaxy. And at the end, when Yondu dies and they hold his funeral, the Ravagers get together, and you see that old team come together.
They get together. Well, if you actually stayed, because, you know,
so
most
many
people,
feels.
everyone leaves the theaters. I don't understand.
I don't understand why
like,
people
they
get up
don't
and walk
realize
away.
what Marvel does. I'm like, has this not...
It's true.
It's been out for like 8-9 years now. You don't know that
That
they
you
do
sit?
this.
Yeah, they want you to sit through the whole movie.
They have stuff to show you.
I just want to say I cried like 3 times during that movie.
I'm not gonna lie, I teared up hard too during that
So
movie.
many feels.
So many feels. I'm telling you, these movies are getting deeper. Like, it is happening.
When he had that little hash shot, Yondu had the hash shot with Rocket Raccoon on the bridge. He was like, I know exactly what you are, boy. You're just like me. I was like, it's gonna be chills.
Right?
I know Rocket got all sad, a little quiet there.
Oh, Trash Panda.
Trash Panda.
With his triangle nose.
Kurt Russell knocked it out of the ballpark. Playing Ego, playing Star-Lord's dad.
First, it's like the perfect pick for his father too.
It was. They look alike too. Like when I started watching the movie, I was like, "Yo, they look alike too much."
That, like, you know, frosty beard and hair, just majestic.
Is that Goldie Hawn's kid?
Now we're gonna get into the movie here because Sugah and I saw it, so we're gonna give a little review here. In the beginning of the movie, we start off with a young Kurt Russell. Disney has done the thing.
They have done it, which is so intense.
Like, when I get old, I want to be in a Marvel movie just so they can youngify me again. Like, I can't wait for them to do Stan Lee.
Oh.
Like, could you imagine that?
Did you know that that is not CGI? Those
Really?
are practical effects. That
Those
was
are-
makeup.
No shit.
That's how good they
I
are.
was like, that was incredible. I thought for sure they pulled like a Star Wars Rogue One on me. I was like, oh yeah, you know, this is CGI.
Yeah.
No, it was practical effects.
So did they dye his hair, or was it a wig?
It was probably a wig.
I think it was a wig. Yeah.
And then prosthetics
And then
on
all
his
the
face.
prosthetic face and all
Yeah.
smooth and
Make 'em
I
all
mean, that's
smooth
why
and
his chin
young.
was so big. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
This is
okay.
very nice. Yeah, because they've been doing it. They did it with
Right? Like, we've got no age limit.
Michael
guys.
Douglas, Ant-Man,
Yeah, that was like the first one.
Robert Downey, they made him young
like
again,
a super
too.
teenager.
Yeah.
That was kind of like eerie. I was like,
Wasn't
that is
it
really
a little
good.
scary? Oh, it was crazy.
Yeah, and then Rogue One, you know, not only Princess Leia was she youngified, but, you know, Grand Moff Tarkin, just, where does that paycheck go?
Disney. Disney, we can make it happen.
Yeah, Disney, we don't even need people anymore. So
I quit. Good.
Good.
We own your likeness.
Damn.
So yeah, that is just the stuff that Disney is doing. I'm excited. You know, there was a point where it was iffy, wasn't it? Like, you heard that Disney bought Marvel, and you were like, "Ooh, what's gonna happen?" You know, because Disney's just so PG. Like, can you do it justice? You know, but then the movies started coming out, and they were really good, and I don't think it's. I think Disney has like gone along with it, which is why these movies keep getting better, and I think not only that, like you said, they did practical effects. Like, they're not only innovating new ways of CG and making things look real,
but they're still doing it
they're
the
still
real
doing
way.
the old school practical way.
Mm-hmm. They're just getting better in terms of...
Which 9 times out of 10 looks the best. Which is why I like Guillermo del Toro so much as a writer and a director, because he does a lot of practical effects. So
you just get talented individuals.
You do. It's
really
a dying art, and I think mostly because it takes a lot of manpower and man hours.
It does, but it's worth it every time.
You know, because rendering something in CG, you know, you could have something for someone overnight. Where if you're doing it practically, you can only sculpt it overnight and then start working on the prototype, you know, in a couple days, and then you'll get it in your hands.
Exactly.
So, you know, that's what it is.
People have patience, because if you do it correctly and you plan out what you want.
Josh says, "I can't cry. I don't have feelings." Did you see Guardians, buddy? Did you not cry? Because if you haven't seen it, you will cry. You will find your feelings, buddy.
Yeah, he is definitely laying some falsehoods down.
Oh.
Or he's the Tin Man. Either one. Because I cried 3 separate times. I counted. Very emotional.
Very emotional.
Clipped.
Yeah, they James Gunn, he did a pretty good job of this movie takes place a couple months after the first Guardians of the Galaxy movie, which is why Groot is still small.
Which is great.
They took advantage of that fully.
It was too much fun with it. They had too much
just
fun with
watching
it.
Groot do what he does in small form and give him that like childish mindset was perfect.
Quick question: what is your top Groot moment from that film?
Okay, give me a sec.
It has to be where he's going for Yondu's fin, but he keeps bringing back other stuff. He like brought a desk at one point.
All like wrapped up too. Oh, it was so cute. Oh, it's so hard. It's so hard. But there was something about the scene, I think it's when he just continues to get mad at Drex, like he's salty, or when he's really mad at those little like rat-like things, that because they keep looking at him funny. Because it's just his facial expression. Like I really enjoy it when he gets like very upset. You know, like he's just this little like he just gets so upset. He's like, "Yo, just because I'm small, I still have feelings." Fucks.
It's true. It's true. Yeah, that was it for me. I think, and James Gunn did a great job of not spending too much time on one character. Like, we got equal times Rocket and Groot, and we got Star-Lord, and we got Drax.
It wasn't
we got
all
Gamora,
Groot.
right.
Like, I appreciate, even though Groot was one of the best characters, it's not like I'm like, hey, you should have had him so much more. This glitching Titan.
I know. We definitely, like, he did such a such a good job balancing out those characters. It's just amazing. you didn't feel like you spent too much time with any certain group, and you feel you got everyone had a purpose. Everyone had a story,
They were the
something
Guardians
to
of the
resolve.
Galaxy, not, hey, it's a movie about one person.
Yeah, it's not. Which you know,
Which one is the most popular that everybody really likes?
Right.
Groot. Everyone loves Groot. Let's make the whole movie about
or it's
him.
about Star-Lord and Star-Lord's dad, so we're going to focus mainly on them. No, it was all like Gamora had issues with her sister that she had to solve. Rockets had some self-issues that he had to work out.
Well, and even the new characters. That
Mantis. Mantis, new
we learned
character.
so much about her. She was a vital role to the movie just because she was a new character. Like,
it's true. And then Nebula, we learned more about Nebula, and then she came back, and she was part of the Guardians for a little bit. So, we definitely learned about all the injustice that that Thanos has, like, put her through.
That was... Oof.
And,
Talk about child abuse. They brought up so many topics.
oh my
they
god,
did.
yes.
I'm telling you, they brought up
so much.
They touched on a lot.
Like when he was scared, the one traitor guy who felt really bad that he betrayed Yondu, and he remember when he was talking to Nebula and he's like, "All right, well you're free. What you gonna do?" And she's like, "I'm gonna kill, and I'm gonna kill," and it was like, oh my god,
Yeah.
I'm so scared of her right now.
Yeah, they did it.
So scared. I was like, I
meant,
feel so
where
bad.
to
I
go
feel
and-
so bad for
Yeah.
her. It made me feel so bad for her.
They did. They made you feel for this villain in a previous movie, right? Where you were like, "Fuck her." And you're like, "Yeah, Guardians, you did it." And then for this one, you were like, "Oh, maybe she's not that bad after all." Like,
Exactly. They remind you
rage,
that the bad
It's
guys
true.
are not have their own shit that turn them the way they are.
and I think this movie was just too good. It just touched on a lot of real life topics. Star-Lord growing up without a dad, showing everyone that picture of Hasselhoff, saying that Hasselhoff was his dad. And Gamora was like, "Do you remember that story you told me?" She's like, "I love that story." He's like, "I was drunk when I told you that story." But it shows the type of person that Star-Lord is, and the way he was
Go
raised.
to the tower.
Yeah, we
Yes.
definitely can.
Yeah, Drax.
Drax,
Wait, not yet.
losing his family. And
when
how
Mantis touched him and she had that moment she broke down crying.
Right.
Yeah.
it was deep. It was deep. It was amazing. Everyone had their part. And it was definitely touching. I teared up. Having Star-Lord, meeting his dad, realizing that his dad isn't the person he kind of wanted him to be, realizing that Yondu was his real dad the whole time.
Dude, when he found out that his dad killed his mom.
Yeah, so
Shit got real.
Shit got real.
Yeah.
Oh my
That's
goodness.
what put the cancer in her head. I was like, "Excuse me, rewind that. What did you just say?"
Right?
Oh
That
my
was like-
goodness. And then he just started shooting him.
Yeah. So I mean,
intense.
sitting there watching that, of course, me, having, issues with my father, and then not only that, the little man sitting next to me, my godson.
Yeah, we took him to go
we
see
took him
it.
to go see it, and he's with his mom, and he doesn't have a dad. So just being there, seeing that movie, watching that with him, it was a connection that I think
That they
usually
knew
made.
that they would make with a lot of people.
Yeah, and it's usually made with Oscar-winning movies.
Yeah, but it's in space.
Right.
With little known Marvel characters.
So it was just.
With a little raccoon.
and I've heard this exact same story from a buddy that's on Geekologist Radio, Damian Nash. He has 2 stepsons. And his stepson looked up at him at the end of the movie. It's like, "Did you know this before we came to the movie? Did you plan this?" I'm like, "No, but or did you like it?" He's like, "Yeah, Dad." And he's like, "Yeah, Dad, you can buy Yondu any day, but you don't have to die." I was like, "That is, that is really, it was amazing."
It was amazing.
It was amazing. Yeah.
There you go. It's a 10 out of 10. If you guys haven't seen Guardians of the Galaxy, you have to go see it. It is definitely worth it.
Worth it.
Guys,
3D IMAX is
3D
suggested.
IMAX is the way to go. Yes. And
Oh, definitely, definitely.
go do it. You won't. You know what? I'm gonna go into this just a little bit. I don't want to go into it too much, but it can segment into our next thing. The Star Wars trailer. Seeing the Star Wars trailer in IMAX in 3D.
Whoa.
It was very cool. Let's just say that my nephew literally, when they said reach out, his hand was reaching out. He was like, I'm ready to go into space, guys. Let's do this. It was real for him.
It was real for him.
Like, he was in the front of his seat, in the back of his seat.
Yeah.
It looked beautiful. It looked super
Hearing the music and seeing the trailer, like, I started feeling the feels for Star Wars. I was like, oh,
got pumped.
dude, my heart. I
Oh,
was
yeah.
like, oh my god, Star Wars. I was like, I can't wait for this. Like, seeing the trailer on YouTube was like, oh, okay.
Yeah. It's a
But
great year for movies.
it is. It's a great year for movies. Did you guys know that Kylo is now the fastest rising American boy name?
Really?
Yes.
Really?
Like
Kylo.
Kylo.
2017?
2017 is the year of Kylo's.
The year of Kylo.
It's true.
I was close. I have a Kyle.
Spelled with a K. Spelled with a K.
So there you go. Kylo. A lot of people naming their baby Kylo.
You started it, Kyle.
Kylo. Could you imagine all these kids in school, like
Yo, Kylo.
the beef they're gonna get? Kylo. Did that happen like during the first, when like the original Star Wars came out? Was there like a surge of Lukes and Leias?
Right? I don't know anyone named Leia.
I don't know anyone named Leia or Han. So
So obvious Luke.
Han.
all right. So there you have it. Guys, we got a teaser for War of the Planet of the Apes that was narrated by Charlton Heston, which kind of brought it back for me, especially with those original apes.
Planet of the Apes.
Planet of the Apes. Have you ever watched the originals, Con?
Oh yes, many a times.
What's
Yeah.
your favorite from the originals?
The first one.
I have mine.
Ooh, mine's Beneath the Planet of the Apes.
So mine too. Beneath.
Oh, God.
Yep.
Yes.
He just had so many like memorable lines from the first one. I've seen all of them back to back during a marathon a couple times.
Oh,
But
Yep.
damn,
No, but
Dirty Apes.
Beneath. That was the one.
They're all
That
praying
was
to
such
the
a
nuke.
wild movie. Yeah,
It
that
was
a wild
like
flick.
huge plot twist to Planet of the Apes. Like, if you thought the apiness wasn't apey enough, it's like boom. Everyone went underground. Mutants. It's true, and they
Yeah.
all worship a fucking. Oh, it was good. It was good.
That was good.
I wonder if they'll integrate any of that into the new Planet of the Apes once we see maybe the 4th or 5th movie. But definitely
I'm
War
a
is
huge
looking good.
ape fan.
Oh, I'm a huge ape fan too. I go to the zoo all the time. So we'll see how it goes. It's looking great. I mean, I don't think there's ever been a disappointing Planet of the Apes movie with this reboot.
No, but the way they played up Caesar from the beginning to now has just been amazing.
Amazing. And Andy Serkis has done a great job in that mocap. He really puts his heart and soul into being an ape. As funny as that sounds, like he does a really good job.
That's a testament to the power of that film. That is like one of the few movies that have come on the past 5 years I actually own on Blu-ray.
Yeah.
Like the first two, like Planet of the Apes movies, I'm like, these are so good I had to buy them, and I don't buy movies very often. Yeah.
I don't either, and there they are. I'm looking right at them.
Guys, we got some new set photos from Shane Black's Predator. And, of course, this is going to be a direct sequel to the original Predator with
Cool.
with Arnold. So what it shows is two Predators on a tank, and one of them is well aware of the cameraman, and he's kind of throwing up the peace sign. So there is speculation that we're going to see more than one Predator in this movie. But chances are that this is probably just another stunt, like a stunt double. So, but I mean,
So
we'll
a Predator
see.
needs a stunt double, huh?
Well, sometimes. I mean, it's a lot, easier to shoot with 2 Predators than with 1. Haha.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll see. I have high hopes for the Predator, because Shane Black, decent director. He's done a lot of good work. He Iron Man 3, The Nice Guys. Like, that's all I have to say. If you want to go back further, Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. But
Wow, that was a good movie.
there you go. So Predators should be a good movie. And like we were talking earlier, practical effect versus CG. He's using a lot of those practical effects, man. So that is the recipe for a good Predator movie.
That's definitely where the split happened for Star Wars. Practical effects to CGI. You go too heavy with one or the other, you kind of ruin your film.
It's true. George Lucas really showed us. He showed us a lot. He showed us
the good and the bad.
The good and the bad.
ugly.
Yeah. It's true. So, guys, that's it. That's it for our movie news for this week, guys. Plugs, guys. Let's do plugs before I start saying bye to you guys. Khan, where can the people find you?
You can find me in the club. No. You can find me on Twitter at that's exactly young_Khan_ or at conartist.org. Instagram, I guess, Young Khan, no spaces, and usually roam around the tower on Xbox and PS4.
There you guys go. And yeah, definitely go check out that artwork if you guys need channel art, YouTube art, Twitch art. If you guys need an avatar for you,
Bodyguard,
personal trainer. Have you guys seen Spartacus? If you just need a buff guy with a whip to tell you to keep going, he's also available for that.
no charge.
Yeah, no charge. Josh, I'm telling you, buddy, if you want that bod, this is what you need. As soon as Josh gets buff as fuck, I'm gonna get you, I'm gonna get Swoley, I'm gonna get all the massive workout guys, and I'm gonna make a Destiny community calendar with you guys. This is looking real good, all oiled up.
Oh, this should be amazing.
Maybe a little Titan mark to cover up the goods.
The mark of Nexus.
Yes, it's true, Gal.
And then just the rest, your glory, everything that is, your bodily glory.
Oh, sweet goodness.
Oh, boy.
Sugah, where can people find you?
Online at Adela Red on the Instagram or Facebook or the Twitter.
Fantastic. Gauzy, where can the peeps find you?
You can find me on Twitter at DJJGao, and you can find me on Facebook at Dave Jersey, Plattsburgh, New York.
Awesome. And guys, if you guys want to check out those lyrics to those songs, they're up there on Facebook. Just go ahead and click on a picture.
Go to my photos.
Yep.
Go to photos, go to albums, and then pick a picture.
And you'll find a song attached to it. Or you guys can go to Ion Indie Magazine, where you will also find DJ songs. Guys, I am Soopkichen. That's SOOPKICHEN, and I am available on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, and Instagram. And like I said, guys, look out for that hunk of burning love Destiny community calendar. It'll be coming to you late 2017.
Christmas gifts.
Great Christmas stuffers right there, guys.
I call the dibs with the bale of hay and a piece of straw sticking out of my mouth.
Reach to make some Amanda Holidays would be a great calendar.
I'll be wearing my Daisy Dukes.
Oh yeah, there you go. Guys, thank you for tuning in. However it is you tune in, whether it's live here on Twitch or later on YouTube. Definitely appreciate the support. Appreciate you guys being here. Guys in chat, N64 Josh, thank you for hanging out. Really appreciate you guys. Love you all.
It was fun.
Thanks for hanging out. Khan, thank you so much for being here. Man, this was so much fun. We had a lot of laughs.
Oh no, thank you for having me on. This is amazing.
Yo.
This is like one of the best times to stay up. I'm gonna crash hard, but this is a great time.
There you go. Well, you're invited back anytime, buddy. You want to discuss some movies or some video games, you're definitely invited back here. Guys, thank you. We'll catch you next week. Where, I don't know, maybe Warner Brothers will just sell their DC rights to Disney.
I mean, yeah, that's exactly how life is gonna go.
Fingers crossed.
Disney buys DC. Yes! Yes! I'll see you in 10 years when the Justice League movie comes out.
Maybe.
All right, guys. Have a good morning. Enjoy your Reset Tuesday. Bye.
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 Bye.